Okay, here we're in the Venetian, and what we're gonna do is we're gonna walk through and look and see all the different food choices and let you know what's here, and I'll give you my thoughts about it as well. So stay tuned, and we'll go more slowly and individually throughout this area. Go check out the room. Okay, I'm the content creator for this channel. If you like what I'm doing, just subscribe and hit the like button. Okay, so we're back. We're gonna start right here. That's the end of it. Should start at the end. I guess we'll start there. So this one right here is a Japanese one, and this one has it's called Toi Delights. And I guess that's over. I think there's a name in Japan called Toi. So they have some pretty good food. That beef right there, I've had that a number of times. I've also had this one. Love that one. I like this one even more, so usually I get this one. It's only 88. Beef cubes, onions. So okay, so the first one we have is Japanese, and that one is very tasty. This is a Vietnamese one, Pho 88. So Japanese is one, Vietnamese is number 2. Sometimes I get over here too. I usually get beef and rice. I get like pork chops, sometimes the spring rolls. They also sell pho. I like the lemongrass in particular. Okay, let's just see what else. Next one is Hong Kong. You know, because I live in Macau, the Hong Kong and Macau, you can get it anywhere, so I don't really like to get that in the food court. So usually I'll get the Vietnamese or Japanese. Let's just see what they all have there. So this one's called Hong Kong Cuisine. And this one is, next one is Good Luck. And I think this one is Chinese as well. I think I've come in and ate that one before. I think I've only been in there a couple times, but this is another Chinese one. I've had that one. Pretty tasty. Okay, as you can see, I usually like things with beef in it, so I get like beef and rice usually. Sometimes beef and noodles, but usually rice. This one is Spicy Boy. Let's see, the next one is Wonton Noodle. So that one is all wonton Chinese food. What's the name of that one? Next one is barbecue. So they got duck and things like that. That's what that one looks like. Next one is New Bill's Cuisine. Chinese one. I've had that a couple times. It's pretty tasty. That's always good too, the noodles. So let's keep on going. Fortune Hunan, so they got some Hunan food from Hunan, China. I don't think I've had that one. Korean, I eat here a lot. Sometimes I get the kimchi bokkeumbap, kimchi fried rice. Sometimes I get this one I like a lot, bulgogi. So tasty. So yeah, that's a really good one. I go there quite a bit actually. I usually don't eat in the casino very often, but when I do, that one's delicious. I like the beef and noodles, but I wish I could get, it's hard to get beef and rice in Macau and Hong Kong for some reason. This one is Treasure Lake. It's kind of a chain. Has the same dish again right there. Okay, let's go to the next one. So this one is a chain, Tim Ho Wan. I see it everywhere in Macau. It's dumplings, chicken feet. Those are pretty common anyways. It's dumplings and chicken feet, and this is nice. Get some fresh mango juice. So luckily they have some of this stuff in Macau too. Get some fresh juice. It's a little bit expensive, but I've noticed it's expensive everywhere. Hot curry, Japanese one. That looks amazing. That one right there especially. It's like beef and rice. That looks really good too. Actually, the food here looks great. Yeah, I'd love to get that one right there for me. That chicken curry filet rice looks amazing. So that's called pop curry. Sichuan food. It's pretty spicy. I've had Sichuan food in Sichuan, in Chengdu and next door in Chongqing. But I don't think I've had it in Macau. A couple times. There's one restaurant I was eating a lot, had some really spicy food, and I think it was Sichuan. But I'm not 100% sure because it was in a place that wasn't a Sichuan restaurant. Castizo coming up, that's Portuguese. Sorry, it's a fusion. It's not Portuguese, it's like a Macanese, Chinese / Portuguese thing. So you get some interesting stuff like pork chop rice, clams, salt and pepper shrimp. I've ate here before and it's good, of course. You get, this is in other places too. You get the pork chop bun, things like that. Those are really good. This is like codfish. They call it potato ball, but I think it's codfish. Sometimes the English isn't always translated well. It could be potato balls. Here's a Singapore one, but usually it's codfish. Okay, Singapore one looks pretty tasty as well. That looks really good right there in particular. I would definitely eat that for sure. All kinds of good stuff in there. That would be really amazing when it's cooked. After it's cooked, I mean. Of course, that looks good. Teriyaki right next to it looks good too. Okay, so this one is Hainan. Hainanese chicken, but it's in the Singapore one. Hainan is part of China. Here's another Chinese one. Here's one with desserts. I do want to point out one thing. One thing you can see is there's almost no Western food, so like it's almost all Chinese because it caters towards a predominantly Chinese market. I think it's a Japanese one, so it's got sushi. Yeah, definitely Japanese. Okay, let's keep on going. Thai food, so you got some good Thai food here. It all looks good. I come here once in a while, but not all the time. And it's from Chiang Mai. Okay. So basically that's the food court. I do want to point out that it's predominantly Chinese, and it caters towards the Chinese market, and then I guess the Chinese market will also be in, you got your token Korean one, your token Japanese one, your token Vietnamese one. So you kind of have a little bit of all the basics, but most of them are Chinese. You got Singapore. There's a Taiwan one that must have closed down. I didn't see the Taiwan one today. Maybe I missed it somehow. But anyways, that's the food court in the Venetian. Most of the casinos do target towards the Chinese audience, so they're not that interested in the foreign audience. So you don't really see like, pizzas. Like, hard to get a slice of pizza is almost impossible. I think there's McDonald's hidden away somewhere because that's international, but it's not in the food court. It's really overpriced and never even think of going there. But this one is where this is basically what they have. And there's only one casino that I know that kind of tries to cater towards the foreign audience, and that's the Londoner. And that one has a burger place and it has Cheesecake Factory. But that's it. So most of the casinos, they just focus entirely on the Chinese audience, and the same with their casino games too, and the nightlife. It's not people that think Macau is like Las Vegas. It's really nothing like it. Completely different mindset, and it basically caters towards the Chinese audience. And they might make a lot of revenue, but it's because of the